Hi, good morning. How's everyone? So this is Deepak, and it's Thursday morning, um, and I'm in California, and I'm answering questions from readers who've sent in questions from "You Are the Universe: Discovering Your Cosmic Self" and "Why It Matters." The book was co-written with Menas Kafatos, a cosmologist, quantum physicist, and climate change expert. So today I'm answering a question from Muhammad Abdul Razak, and he is from Iraq. Thank you for sending in your question, Muhammad. Also, just reminding everyone that you can send in questions on this topic or any other topic to info@jaio.com. Once again, info@jaio.com. So Muhammad Abdul Razak from Iraq says, I am living in Iraq, and the energy here is a lot of disruption. The energy here is very disruptive. How can I live in peace when I'm in the middle of all this chaos and violence? So, first of all, thank you for sending this question, Mohammed, and I deeply empathize with your situation where violence and chaos and disruption becomes a never-ending cycle, and I want to see how we can all globally create a movement to break that cycle, if at all. Before I start even addressing the issue you've raised, let me share with you what our current research is showing. Not only research at the Chopra Center, but research in many institutions worldwide. The number one epidemic of our civilization today is inflammation. Inflammation. So inflammation is actually a protective response of the body. Acute inflammation, when you injure yourself or when you have an infection, and then inflammation helps harness everything in your body that is protective, stimulates the immune system, prevents you from bleeding to death, and basically mobilizes healing energy. But if inflammation is chronic, low grade, as a result of stress, then it leads to all kinds of illnesses. Today we know that only 5% of disease-related gene mutations are fully penetrant, and 95% of chronic disease is related in one way or another to inflammation. And inflammation can be in the mind, so anger, hostility, fear, resentments, grievances, guilt, shame, depression, and stress in general will cause inflammation not only in the brain, which can lead to premature aging, but also systemic inflammation, which can lead to premature death. So everything from diabetes to heart disease to stroke to likelihood of infections to cancer is to autoimmune illnesses is being linked to inflammation. And an inflamed mind can cause inflamed bodies, and inflamed minds and bodies can cause social inflammation, which leads to violence, and violence perpetuates itself even epigenetically, in that if there's a pregnant woman who's being subjected to this stress, then gene activity, and that is a result of stress and inflammation, can be propagated to the next generation. And so the cycle of violence, inflammation, and chronic disease is all connected. So Longo says grounding chair is good. I'm actually sitting on a grounding chair. See that mat behind me is the grounding mat. Okay, so inflammation is the number one scourge of our society, that is connected to chronic illness. And I think violence in our society is nothing other than inflamed body minds that make up that society. Okay, so we need to tackle this problem on a global level. But now I want to address what can we do. Somebody asked, where can I get a grounding mat? Jayo. Go to jayo.com and you can get a grounding mat from there. Or just check on the internet with jayo.com. So let me now come back to Muhammad Abdul Razak's question on how do I live in peace when there is so much confusion, chaos, nervous energy, and also violence around me. Give me 15 seconds and I'll be back. 15 seconds. And so, getting back to Muhammad Abdul Razak's question on how can I create peace for myself in the environment that I am in Iraq. And as I said, deep empathy for your situation, Muhammad. But here are 3 words to remember. One is called satsang, which means a community of self-awareness beings, a community of spiritual beings, a community that engages in self-reflection, prayer, meditation, either in a physical space or even these days through cyberspace, but community. Number 2, that's called satsang. The second is creating a service-based community where everyone works at least a little bit of time without any self-motivation. So volunteering is a way to expand the community. So that's called seva. The first was satsang. And then simran means remembering through meditation our deep connection to the universal domain of consciousness, whatever we want to call that. Allah, Brahman, Ein Sof, and the great universal consciousness. Now this seems like a tall order, creating a community of seva, service, satsang, gathering together, and simran, spiritual practice. But we have to begin somewhere. And so if you are interested in doing this, Muhammad Abdul Razak, our app, Jayo, can help with this. Do connect with Jayo, download the app, and start creating your own community. Slowly, this can extend to all areas, creating career well-being, social well-being, community well-being, physical well-being, emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, and even financial well-being. So if you join Jayo, you'll see soon there'll be programs for corporate well-being, and also what I call soul of leadership and living in flow. And we can do this collectively. So become a member of JIO, create your own community, and share your well-being moments with the world, and let the world support you. It's up to us now to decrease inflammation in our society, and we can only do this together, bringing a global community together that transcends racial boundaries, national boundaries, and religious boundaries. So let's start, okay? And family well-being should also be part of that. So let's start. We are doing our best here to create this movement through JIO, JIYO, same place where you're sending me your questions, info@jio.com. All of you who are here, join us, become part of a global community, and let us together create a critical mass for a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthier, joyful, and prosperous world. If you join JIO, I will engage with you. And please continue to send questions to me at info@jio.com. Okay? We have to be the change we want to see in the world. Thank you, and God bless.